Hello friends, welcome on this video. Daniel is here from Tips to Fix, and today in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to install Zorin OS, the best Linux version for Windows users. If you are on old computer, unsupported computer for Windows 11, 25H2 or 26H2, that we are waiting for 26 to release these days, here I am today to show you how to switch to Linux. Okay, yes, you heard well, switch to Linux. I like Zorin OS because it's nice, smooth, and for all computer it's very fast. I mean, faster than Windows, guys. If you want something fast, you can switch to Zorin OS or other version of Linux. The problem is with softwares. I know this is the reason why you didn't switch yet to Linux, but today in this video tutorial I will cover this topic. I will try to install some Windows programs on Zorin OS, on Linux, and the way how to do it in your case, and you can test it by yourself. Will not support all Windows softwares, but it will support, I can't say most of them, but a lot of Windows programs, Windows softwares, okay? If your processor does not support POPCNT and or SSE 4.2, that you can't install Windows 11 as you already, I mean the latest version, you don't want to stay on Windows 10 anymore, then you was thinking to switch to Linux. That's the point. That's the reason why I did this video tutorial today. I want to make this transition for you guys as easy as possible, as smoother as possible, okay? Yes, we don't have to wipe out your computer, so we will keep it both Windows 10 or Windows 11, whatever, and also in the same time Zorin OS dual boot, okay? We are going to dual boot your computer today, and then you will see, you will decide after that if you wanted to switch or not, okay guys? But you wanted to give it a try and you don't know how to do it without damaging your computer, without losing any files. That's the point. This is the reason why I'm doing this video tutorial today, okay? I will guide you guys step by step. Make sure to watch this video carefully. You don't need to do any mistakes, guys. I'm going to cover everything you need to know, okay? Everything you need to know to install this Linux version right in your computer, okay? We don't need any surprises, okay? So now let's go ahead and let's install Zorin OS on your old computer, okay? First thing that I'm going to show you guys, it's very important. Let's go here, open up Google Chrome and go to Zorin OS. This is the best alternative for Windows users that want to switch from Windows to Linux. This Zorin OS, there are a lot of videos for this, and for the moment Zorin OS is on the top. Everybody wanted to try and test, and you know, so today we are going to test. You see here new test upgrade from Zorin OS 17 to 18, celebrating 1 million downloads. Okay, nice. Now what we are going to do, if you see carefully here, it will be here also Pro version. If you go to Pro version, you can try, there will be some softwares inside, but today I'm going to install the free version, okay guys? Go to download Zorin OS. If you wanted to see computer parameters, I'm going to show you a little later, but first of all, let's download Zorin OS. There are two versions. There is one here, Zorin OS 18 Core for basic use, and Zorin OS 18 Education with educational software for school and students. So choose which one you like. I'm going to download the core version. I don't have to download this one because I like this core version. Download. You can put your email address if you wanted to receive emails from Zorin OS. I'm downloading here automatically. Start downloading Zorin OS 18 Core 64-bit. Yes, make sure your processor is 64-bit, guys. It's very important. If you see mine, my processor here is Core 2 Quad, and it is 64-bit. Make sure your processor is 64-bit, okay? In order to work. This processor does not support SSE 4.2 and also POPCNT. So in this case, I can't install Windows 11 25, the latest one on this computer, okay, H2. Now, let me show you. If I click this PC health check now, this computer is stuck on everything. Processor isn't currently supported, okay? TPM 2.0 must support it. I need to upgrade. We can skip this, but we can't skip the processor, okay? That's the point. Now, this is the reason why today I'm showing how to go to Linux, okay? Let me explain you something. If your processor supports POPCNT and SSE 4.2 and you still see this message, your processor isn't supported, so make sure you have these two requirements on your processor, okay? Go ahead, search on Google and see your processor model. If support SSE 4.2, then you will be able to install Windows 11 latest version. I did another video tutorial for this topic, guys, and we did it. We installed Windows 11 in unsupported computers successfully, but not on this Core 2 Duo or Core 2 Quad processor. It's because when your computer lacks on these two hardware requirements, SSE 4.2 and POPCNT, then you will not be able to install latest version. Yes, 23H2 it will work, but the support is ended a month before, okay? So guys, let's continue. Another tool that we need today is Rufus. We need Rufus. Let's go download Rufus. And don't forget that you need this USB drive, the flash drive. This one is 32 gigabyte, but you need one that is 8 gigabyte minimum. Okay, download Rufus, go all the way down. Here it is, Rufus 4.11. This is good. Okay, Rufus is ready. Let's bring it here on desktop. And we are downloading Zorin OS 3.5 gigabyte. Now it's very important, guys, before we install or before we prepare our flash drive with this Linux distro version, before we prepare, we need to know this computer is configured on FE or in NBR, legacy or FE mode. So how to know if your computer is configured on UEFI or in a legacy mode? If you go to system information here, you will see this BIOS mode. In my case is legacy. So this is very important before you install it, okay? So that's the point. I told you guys that this will be step-by-step installing because you don't need to do any mistakes. I'm going to explain you every single detail that I know. I'm on NBR, so legacy NBR, okay? I'm not in UEFI, okay? So now, let's see. Zorin OS is downloaded completely and I'm bringing here on a desktop. If you wanted to see Zorin OS system requirements, these are very, very important. Okay, CPU 1 GHz dual core. Core 2 Duo is advanced. If you compare it like, you know, with 1 GHz dual core Intel AMD 64-bit processor, it's very important. RAM 2 GB RAM. Come on, guys, this computer has 8 GB storage, 15 minimum 30. You know, for pro version you need 40 GB. For education 32 GB. I mean, display, that's good, my friends. You can do it on Mac computers. I can do another video tutorial for that. Okay, now here we are. Let's try to prepare our flash drive. I told you you need to have a flash drive to prepare it. Let's do it. Double click on Rufus. Here it is. Now select. We have Zorin OS here on downloads, but I have it here also in my desktop. Okay, open up. Now, so you see the partition is selected automatically to NBR because this computer is NBR. Make sure to choose this NBR. If your computer is UEFI, then you have to choose GPT. Don't forget that. Okay, this one here, 32 GB, and I'm preparing. Right ISO. Okay, recommended. Here it is. This will destroy everything that is on my flash drive. Now, let's wait a little bit. So next step that we are going to do while Rufus is creating our USB flash drive that we need to boot from that after, we have to create a partition on our computer. Because if you see here, I have here my local C drive. This is very important. So we don't have to lose Windows. We need Windows to make it dual boot, okay? But what we are going to do, we have two methods to create partitions. First method is very easy. Go to this computer, right click, click manage. Now here, what you are going to do, go to disk management. You see that we have system reserved, we have C drive, we have this recovery partition. Now, here my C drive is 128 gigabyte. In my case, this is the SSD drive that I have here. But what I'm going to do, right click here on this partition, in C partition, make sure to be here, right click here. And what you're going to do, shrink volume. Enter the amount of space to shrink in megabyte. Size available shrink space in megabyte is 63 gigabyte. In my case, in core version, I'm more than enough with 33 gigs. Click the button shrink. Now, you will see a partition here, unallocated. Let's see. Maybe this will take a little bit. Oh no, sorry. It's 3 gigabyte. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. We need some more. Right click again. I did a mistake. Can we shrink more? 40,000. It will be. Let's do this 30,000 to shrink. I can't shrink more. Now I'm going to use an external software. Free edition. Don't worry. Rufus is creating our flash drive very fast. Good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use an external software. I use this AOMEI Partition Assistant free version. So how to get it? Go ahead, search here AOMEI Partition Assistant. Let me show you how to get a freeware. Okay, not demo, not trial, freeware. Go here. Partition Assistant freeware here. Standard, yes, standard is good. Yes, it is good software. Here it is. Make sure to skip this. Click this button skip. And now click install now. And now click yes. And it will install on your computer. Click install here. In my case, it was installed before, so I uninstall it and install it again. We're okay with this free version. Our Zorin OS flash drive is ready, is waiting for us now. That's good. So as you see now, we have the C drive here. Right click here, resize, bravo. Here it is, resize partition. Make sure to resize, like, let's say C drive will be 82 gigabytes is more than enough, because this blue part, it means that there are files that we already have. You can't go like this because you need to have some space for your files. So C drive need to be 80 gigabyte. Okay, I will do it like this here, 80 gigabyte here. And I will click OK. Now I have 38 gigabyte here unlocated. We will leave it like this because we will use it later for Zorin OS. Now I have to click apply here and proceed. This will require my computer to restart because we are dealing with C drive, and the program will create Windows P environment automatically, then reboot your computer. So we need to restart the computer now because this software is requiring my computer to restart. So I'm creating a partition. I'm resizing my C drive. I will let some space for Zorin OS. Okay, that's the point. This process will not take that long, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. You will see that your computer will restart, and let's restart the computer and see. This process was not that long, so now the computer, there was an update here in my computer now. This is working on update. Come on, don't turn off your computer. Always Windows. Doing updates and updates and updates. I was in the middle of this process. You see, guys, creating a partition, trying to install Zorin OS, but Windows is smarter. Always have an update to do. This is good because it will keep our computer secure, but I know that you don't like that much to see this updating all time. It's like updating, getting fat. Okay, here it is. Now you will see that it will open loading files. It will do this process that we gave. This process will be automatically, so don't worry. Okay, now we are ready. Working on updates. Okay, here we are. So if you see here, the C drive now is 80 GB, and we have, if you go here to manage, then you will see the disk manager. Now you will see that we have 38 GB unlocated. We need this for Zorin OS. What I'm going to do now, let's go ahead and let's restart the computer and let's boot now from the flash drive that I already created. Okay, now before you restart, we need to put the flash drive here. Now during restart, when a computer turn off and start again, make sure to boot from your USB drive. In my case, I have to go here with F12 in my case. Okay, here it is. In my case, it was F12. You see? And now you will choose. If you see carefully here, I will choose here USB device. In my case, it was this button here, guys, F12. But maybe in your laptop, you need to keep this button FN plus F12, or search on Google with your computer model how to boot up from USB flash drive for your computer device, okay, for your model, okay. Sometimes you need to go with escape or F2, okay, and go in BIOS and see and choose the USB drive to boot. Am I clear enough? Yes, here it is. Now, in my case, use this USB device and hit enter. Try to install Zorin OS. Try or install Zorin OS Safe Graphics. Try install Zorin OS modern NVIDIA drivers. In my case, because we are on MBR, old computer, I don't see the graphics here on the left. Okay, that's the point, because I tried with MBR and I'm on this version. This is more stable than UEFI model. I'm going to try to install Zorin OS, the first option. Enter. Okay, Zorin OS 18. Checking Casper file system. This will be very, very stable. And even if your Windows 10 get updates, will not damage Zorin OS. Yes, you heard well. But yes, I heard a lot that in some models, when you use Zorin OS on Windows 11 with FEI mode of the BIOS, then when Windows get updates, Zorin OS will be damaged. I'm going to show you, I will show you in other video tutorials how to fix that, okay? Now we have here it is. Okay, now we have two options here. We have try Zorin OS or install Zorin. We need to install. Choose your language. In my case, I will use English as already is. Okay, click install. Choose your keyboard. Mine is okay. I will click continue. Okay, here we are. We have here updates and other software. Download updates while installing Zorin OS. Install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi. Okay, nice. Click continue. I will keep these options. If it's any update, we'll download it automatically. Zorin OS is based on Ubuntu. Look at this. Ubuntu drivers are downloading. Okay, here we are. Install Zorin OS alongside Windows 11. It will keep all your files and settings, but it will create automatically a partition on your computer. But we already create a partition. I mean, we have an allocated space, so something else. We'll choose this because I will choose the partition by myself. Click continue. Now you will see all the listed partitions here. Now here, if you see more than that, don't be confused or don't worry. Just make sure to select the partition that is free space, unlocated one, the one that you already created. So let me explain you a little bit here. If you see here, device SDA, this one is the whole hard drive, and this one here, device SDA1, is partition 1 and is 52 megabytes and is Windows. So in the C drive, this one here, file system, so you don't need to touch that. Don't touch also this SDA2 either, because it's Windows 10 files and settings and everything, okay? C files. You see? You remember 86 gigabyte. Free space is the one that is unlocated, that we let for exactly for this Zorin OS. Device 3, don't touch it. This one here, and we have this for recovery reasons, so we'll let this, don't touch that. Go here on free space, that what you are going to do here, you are going to create a partition here, and then you have to choose this format here that I'm choosing, okay? Not the other version, okay? Mount point, not boot, but this one here, just this slash, okay? So you have to do it like I'm doing. If you don't do it like this, you will see an error, okay? Click OK. Now it's creating a partition. So you see it's selected. So now what I'm going to do, this is the moment that you can click install button. Okay. Okay. I'll click this OK button twice. Choose your location. Okay, name your computer. Okay, I just put my password. Let's continue. It's copying files and settings. Installation is done. Now we need to restart the computer. Restart now. Let's see, guys. We are done. Interesting glitch. Interesting. Now I remove my flash drive and I have here. Okay. Let's see what it will going on, if it will work or not. I'm on Core 2 Duo processor, as you already know. Here it is, Zorin OS. It starts automatically. Now let's see if we will have the option to choose Windows. Here it is in both monitors. Now I have Zorin here, but I need also Windows. Welcome. So now, after installing Zorin OS, if you didn't see that option to switch and choose which operating system you will choose to use, Zorin OS or Windows 10 or Windows 11, okay? So here I am now to show you what to do exactly. First thing that you gotta do, okay? I'm here on Zorin OS. It looks like Windows 11, as you see, the start is the same, and we will see it together a little later. For the moment, we need to fix the bootloader. I know, guys, that you are worrying that maybe you lose your Windows, okay? So you don't see that option to choose which operating system. I'm on old computer without FEI, okay? Don't forget that. So we need to fix this. Search for terminal. So now you need to learn some basic commands on terminal, okay? Like CMD. This is the terminal. Here is the same thing for this Zorin OS because it's Ubuntu branch, okay? Now, what you are going to type here, let me show you exactly. So here it is. Watch carefully, guys. Look at this. You see, I have the commands here. First thing that we are going to do, I will have to fix this bootloader, default one. It is this one, GRUB, G-R-U-B. So what we are going to do, sudo is the command, nano is editing the file, and this file is bootloader inside. Okay, now first thing that we are going to do, copy this command. You can find the commands on my website. Click the link on the description. Enter. You need to put the password that you already use when you install this Zorin OS. In my case, it's tips to fix. Here it is. And now, guys, look at this carefully. Now, if you see here, there are some things that we have to edit here. First of all, I don't know why in default mode they leave it like this, but let's fix it together. You have to do this, guys, in order to make the system works well. First of all, GRUB default is 0, timeout 10, make sure it's 10 seconds. Make sure the timeout style is not hidden. You have to rename this hidden to menu, and we have to add this line, GRUB disable EOS prober to false. I have to copy this, go all the way down, go down. So we are done with this, okay? Make sure to be the same like mine. Go down, go down. You will see here, disable mem test is true, but we have to add one more line, the line that I copy. Paste it here. Disable OS prober to false. Now if you click Control, in my case here, Control and O, here it is, Control O, and then hit Enter, it will save everything that we edit here, okay? Now Control X will close this file, okay? Now the other thing that I'm going to do, now after we did these changes, so now we have to update this GRUB, okay? Because we did some changes, so we have to do this update. You can type it sudo update / GRUB, GRUB, enter it. So we did all these updates. Now we are good to go. We can restart Zorin OS and we will see if this will work. Okay, I'm going to restart and see if this method that I did will work or not. If you type here sudo reboot, it will reboot the system directly. Guys, let's see if this method will work. So let's see now the bootloader. We have both. Yes! Look at this, guys. Very easy. Super easy. Do not say that it was hard. I mean, choose now which operating you wanted to start. It says Windows 11, but in my case it's not Windows 11, it's Windows 10. So I will hit enter here because I wanted to see if my Windows 10 is back here. It's back to normal. Let's see if it's back to normal and everything works right. Okay, here we are. Guys, I'm on the Windows 10 now. I will restart the computer. Zorin OS will show up both systems. So you see, I'm on Windows. Restart the computer again. If you see this problem when you try to shut down your computer on Windows after you install Zorin OS, then it doesn't work, your computer doesn't shut down. Look at this now, it comes back, so it didn't shut down. Just go to settings now and here find control panel. You have to find here power options. Click on the power options again. You have to see, choose what the power button do, change settings that are currently unavailable here, and look at this, turn on fast startup recommended, uncheck this and then click OK, save settings. Then now you are done. If you shut down, computer will shut down directly. As you see, guys, in this video tutorial I'm showing step by step how to install Zorin OS and also how to dual boot the computer with Zorin OS and Windows 10, and also fix the bootloader. You see, guys, there are 10 seconds here that we put the 10 seconds. Now it will start on Zorin OS because it was the first on the line. Okay, it's easy, so easy, huh? If you have questions and things, write me a comment. If you are not able to get both systems, you have errors and things, I'm here to help. It's not UEFI, it's the same method. You can use the same method if you are trying to install Zorin OS on UEFI mode or something, but here it is. I'm MBR in a very old computer and back on Zorin OS with few clicks. Copy the commands you will find on my website to fix the problem. Okay, let's see how Zorin OS looks. The start is very closer to Windows 11. I really like it. Let's see what we have here. We have accessories, we have clock, text editor, weather, settings. Guys, you see some glitch here? Glitching a little bit? Huh? You see that? Or only me? So first things that you have to do when you install Zorin OS, installing GPU drivers. I will go to settings, I will go to system, I will go to software updates. You see software updates here? Now, these are the first thing that you are going to do when you install Zorin OS, guys, to make it work well on your computer for user experience. We need to install graphic drivers. No, wait. We need to check some updates here. Yes, let's see what updates. Components, settings. The first thing that I'm going to install, guys, are these additional drivers. Very, very important. In my case, I have NVIDIA GPU. Mine is Quadro 2000. It's found automatically. So what I'm going to do, this driver here is tested. And this is what I'm going to use, okay? I will apply right now. Put the password. It's like Apple. Yes, it's applying changes. Interesting. And after I will install all of these system components. First, I need my NVIDIA GPU drivers, guys. Nice. You need to restart the computer to complete the driver changes. Let's restart the computer right now. Here it is. I'm going to restart the computer, guys. I need this driver to be installed, so it's very important to restart the computer. We need to see Zorin OS working well. Enter here. I like that bootloader. It's minimalist. Small one. Here it is. The logo is nice. Zorin OS, choof, like this. With smooth transition. So another thing that you are going to do is, let's see to settings. If you go here on a system, it looks like Windows 11, right? I like this software, guys. Go to software updates again. And let's check for other updates. You see that we have some security components. I'm going to install right now. See, the Linux is really easy and it's working fast on my computer, even in this old computer, guys. Now, for the updates, we are okay. So we did all updates. So we have Zorin software here. We have other softwares. This one, I mean, everything is checked right. If we go to updates, we can change it to custom updates or all updates or security and recommended updates, daily updates, download and install automatically, okay? And then we have authentication, Ubuntu CD image, and additional drivers. We have installed this NVIDIA driver mecha package because we need that. And now we are okay here. We are good to go. Okay, refreshing software cache. What is this? So what do you think about this system, guys? It's nice, huh? Nice and clean. Look at this, it's smooth. Okay, now let's try to install Windows softwares on this Linux version. For Windows softwares, you need to know something. Here is Windows app support. With this app, so we need to install this app, Windows app support. This package installs the Wine compatibility layer as well as Bottles. Wine allow you to run Windows apps inside Zorin OS. Okay, now let's install this. It's like Apple, you need to authenticate every time you install something. So after we install this Windows app support on Zorin OS, you will see that you will be able to install now exe files, programs that are for Windows, but not all of them. So you see here Windows app support as I showed you before, and now after install it, you will see here Wine. So Wine is the bridge between Windows softwares, Windows apps, and Linux. Okay, here it is. And you will see here Bottles, and also you will see here Wine. This make possible for Windows apps to run, but not all of them run. Okay, there are some softwares that will not work, like Microsoft Office. The latest version will not work. Will work 2019. It will work. There are some older softwares that will work here, but if you need Office, you will have here LibreOffice. It's free. LibreOffice for Excel, for write a document as a Word, like Microsoft Word, and this is free open source. You don't have to pay anything. And let's say if you wanted to install Google Chrome, go ahead, download it. Google Chrome. Go ahead, download it. Download. You can download for Ubuntu. Accept and install. So the softwares will be the same like in Windows, but not exe. These are packages exactly for Linux, okay? So most of the softwares you will find for Linux. When you need to install a software, you will search if this software exists for Linux and you will decide. So it's done and you can open up now, and Google Chrome is here as you already see. But always when you need to install a software, you will search if it's for Linux also. Let's say if you wanted to install Audacity, here it is. I will see if it's for Windows or for Linux. Go to downloads. Oh, here it is. It's for Linux. I'm going to download and install it for Linux. It's easy. Double click, run anyway. Then it will work on Windows. Most of the programs you will find, but most of them it's hard to find. If you wanted to switch, make a research. If you wanted to play games on Zorin OS, go to softwares here and search for Steam. So you will see this Steam installer, and then you have to log in with your account. Then you will be able to install your games. That's it. Steam is perfect on Linux. Here it is, log in with your account. Okay. So you see guys, this is it. What do you think? You like it or not? I need your comment. If you know better Linux version or something, do your suggestion here. I like the comments that you do. Just let me know and let's help each other. If somebody has problems and difficulties, we are here to help in all cases. So guys, thank you for watching this video tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, okay? God bless you. See you on the next video tutorial.